What up? What up? This is Mike the Philosopher. I'm here with another one. This one is the Never Ever Mets. I'm not gonna hold you. Let's go in.
See the menu?
Oh, you're making crab legs.
Yay! I set up a second date for me and Brittany. Hopefully she's gonna like it. You know, I'm gonna hook it up. No tone? No, I can't get no tone?
No.
A little bit of tone?
Maybe later. Already obvious that Ty and I do not communicate well.
I don't understand how you could be so soft but don't want affection.
I still have to tell Brandon my secret about my ex, and I don't know what to do about it.
What I get if I make this, though?
A kiss. My sister is coming to visit. I've been getting nothing but positive feedback. He's a really good guy. Me and Cinco's future, I feel like, is very bright. Everyone in the house keeps saying, invite us to your wedding.
Do you think y'all would be good sexual partners?
I don't know.
Every time I make an advancement, I'm getting rejected. Let me know when I can talk, because I'm a little boy.
You don't like how I'm talking to you? Move. It's not gonna work.
Here we go. Let me say this before we start. I think Brittany got somebody on the side. I think she got somebody in the background. I think she got somebody in her back pocket. I think she got another guy hovering around, a side dude, or maybe Ty is the side dude, and she got a real dude in the background. I think there's another man around somewhere. It could be her baby daddy. Could be. Most likely it is. But I just had to say that. Let's go in.
You treat me like I'm a little boy. Let me know when I can talk.
You know what? If you're gonna be a ass to me,
Why are you gonna say that again? And why you gonna put your fingers in my face?
It's gonna piss me
Don't
off.
put your fingers in my
Don't
face.
do that.
I'm not disrespecting
Don't
you.
do that.
At the dinner table, we played a game where the question comes up about partner and sexual compatibility. Brittany takes a while to answer. She kind of forces out a yes. Ty picks it up, immediately says no, and all hell breaks loose.
You don't like how I'm talking to you? Move. Out of here. What's going on? I didn't think it was appropriate for me to dish out our business like that at the table. So I said an answer that I felt like would protect him in that moment. If he wants to talk about our sexual compatibility later, that's fine. But at that moment, my main thing was protecting him, and he didn't have the same thing for me. And as I'm talking, when he does that loud talk and starts jumping over you and gets, be condescending and all that, I don't like that.
You don't think he ever feel disrespected the way you walk around his house?
How do I disrespect him the way I walk on his house?
Like anything, yeah, he's saying he's not getting nothing back from you. He's doing everything, picking you drinks, bringing you breakfast in bed. He don't get back.
So that's the problem, because y'all do too much talking with one side and not the other. Just because I'm not loud about it does not mean that it's not happening. I'm moving silence a lot.
I feel like Ty did a great job of trying to communicate with her. Just seeing Ty make her breakfast, make her lunch, bring her drinks, wait on her hand and foot, just to get nothing in return. She makes slick comments about him. She doesn't even look his way. What planet is she on that she thinks she's really top bitch?
I'm
Y'all are
telling you.
so dramatic. You could tell the immaturity. What the are we even talking about?
There's only so much a man can take.
I don't think he want food or no tea. He wants some hugs and some kisses and some attention.
He wants you to rub
like
and
that.
tickle him like you do everybody else.
Who the am I touching?
Everybody but Ty.
And he sees it too.
Whatever.
We all seen what Brittany is doing. She's here to drink and to touch and rub on every other guy in the house other than Ty, the one who she's supposed to be here with.
How you been doing?
I've been doing all right.
I love the grown man sexiness, especially B. Did you go get my brother, my big little brother? Okay, fine. Come on.
Give me the card.
Come on.
Give me the card.
Come on. I just do what I do. I am who I am. All the guys are handsome, but it's just my personality. I wouldn't describe it as flirty. Others may feel that it's flirty.
You gotta understand what it looked like when Ty see it.
You doing too much.
No, baby,
You're doing
you
too much.
are.
You're doing too much.
You do be tickling me though.
I really don't remember that.
I was standing right there, Ty was standing right there, and you came up and you tickled Cinco.
Not be ticklish?
Girl, if you tickle me almost
Get your ass over there, man. Tickle me again. You going in the washing machine.
You gonna look like a promiscuous whore on TV when it's there.
You know what that
Wow.
term? What does promiscuous mean?
You,
Me. What does it mean? What's the definition?
the way you around the house.
So that's promiscuous?
That's you.
Wrong.
That's you.
You don't
babe.
even know what it means.
That's you. You came here to meet him. You mean me in this house.
She's pointing her finger at me, and she just was bent over in the shower the first night. But I'm promiscuous. Don't like put stuff out and say things about people if you don't know what the definition is.
We all
You
saying
don't
it.
know.
But
You
it's
don't
not.
even know what promiscuous
We all
means.
saying
But
it.
listen.
I know you lying.
So everyone
Hold
who's
on,
saying that is
Hold
ignorant as
on.
you don't know what that means.
How you doing, brother?
What's up, brother?
I mean,
Hey,
I don't know.
But I refuse to have ignorant conversations.
I mean, I think this is a healthy conversation.
Nah, some just being spewed out like shows like the intelligence level, and I can't do that. I can't do stupid.
You can leave.
You know, I've been in high school before, and I don't ever feel like I should have to feel like I'm defending myself. Like at this point, I'm done.
And she left again.
every time the kitchen get hot, she leave.
So y'all definitely should have a talk in the morning when y'all
I'm not
sober
having
up.
to talk because every time I have not all the way even been wrong, I still went and approached her, apologized, and said what it was. I'm not
Right.
doing it again.
Right.
She was the one line. She the one who's not taking no accountability. I'm not about to
Right.
apologize again and again and again and again just to smooth over. That.
My man Ty, let me tell you something, my brother. Congratulations. Okay, you grab your set, your family jewels, and you put them on the table. And you said, "Listen, I did all of the nice guy stuff at first. It didn't work. She still is acting the way she acting. I do all of the work in this relationship, and she get to sit back and enjoy everything while she flirts with other guys. Okay? I'm tired of it. I'm not doing this no more. Great job, Ty. You finally stood on business. Don't let no chick use you. Just to, especially, listen, I told y'all before in this last episode, I think she got another guy in the wings, and she's probably she's attracted to the other guys in the house. She really thinks that she is the top chick, and Jay, love this chick, man. She giving Brittany the business. She's saying everything that the men want to say, but you know, due to social politics, the men can't really say because, well, for obvious reasons, right? It'll get looked at a different type of way. So shout out to Jay. She's giving her the real business. She ain't about the whole sisterhood. She's gonna tell the women, like I said before, she'll get the women to smoke just like she'll get the men to smoke. So shout out to both Jay and just everybody. The only one that's really delusional is Brittany. I don't know what she thinks she's going to get out of this. I don't know what she thinks she's accomplishing. If she's just not, look, listen, this is a money grab for Brittany, and she just needs to be real with that. This is a money grab. This is about episode checks. That's all this is about. This ain't about her interest in Ty. She ain't feeling him. So if I'm Ty, I'm probably headed home. This is a waste of my time. Just like with your boy Clay. Listen, I've done all of this. It's a waste of time. It's not worth. I'm not getting nothing out of this. Okay. At least they was getting something out of it. But Ty, he can't get a hug, can't get a kiss, can't get nothing. But all he can get is looking at his woman flirt with other men in the house. Nah, that's not worth sticking around for. And once he leaves, she will have to leave with him. There is no singles in the house. So if I'm Ty, that's what I'm doing. I'm making an exit. I haven't seen this before. I don't know if that's what he's going to do. Hopefully he will. You know what I mean? Because she don't. And this is going to sound weird, ladies, but just this is just truth from a male perspective. She don't deserve Ty. She don't deserve it, okay? She needs to it's gonna feel weird, but she needs the right guy for her is probably a guy who's not gonna value her. And when you put all that attention in her, she starts to feel a superiority complex, start to feel like she's more important than you. And that can't happen. All right, I'm done talking. Let's go in.
I think with Brittany's background, she's used to getting her way and being treated a certain kind of way. And I'm not used to such dominant energy. It goes both ways. And I think that she's not understanding what I need, which is to be heard, to be listened to.
If you're a nice guy, you can hang it up.
And that's what I am. I gotta be an ass, which is the ass she keep calling me that I'm not.
At this point, I just feel like I'm in the wrong space. I can't have conversations with stupid. And you can try to teach people how to grow out of ignorance, but is it really even worth it at this point? Like, for what? It's not gonna do anything for me. I'm not gonna keep going back. It's just really, honestly, it's beneath me. Unless Ty has something amazing to say to keep me to stay, I'm leaving.
I fished.
Did you?
Yes. And I think we caught the biggest catfish in the pond.
Hey, that's the biggest one. Ooh. That's the biggest one right there.
It really is.
And I went to go grab it, and that bitch was strong. Like, it was straight muscle.
Go pick him up, y'all.
I ain't picking up. We were looking at this catfish on the side. This catfish is looking at us.
Jared.
I just cut the hook.
My braids gonna be black and gray.
They are. I feel like you're gonna be great fast. I feel like
I'll be tired.
like I keep telling you with the kid thing.
I just think Atlanta's better.
Why?
When it comes to moving forward with Jay, I'm very serious about our relationship. We just have I don't even want to say disagreement. We have some questions about where we're gonna relocate, if she's gonna relocate to Atlanta, or if I'm gonna go up to the Chicago area. We're down to the last couple of days. I think that's the biggest thing that we have to figure out before we get to happily ever after going.
So me up and moving is hard. Me packing up all my and my son alone is hard. Moving his whole life, he has best friends. He has cousins that he played. See, that's
No.
Think about it from him. He's 4, but what that mean?
For somebody like me, who went to a different school almost every single year,
That's up.
until I was in high school, I had to learn. No, but it helped me though. Made me like learn people and talk to people and build friendships and understand how to deal with multiple people on different levels because I'm not accustomed to the same people.
So that ain't really trying to find a school zone. It is trying to figure out what school will fit your child. And
You want to make sure
I
that
have
he's
more stuff in Chicago going on, and I feel like because you don't have that extraness, you can just easily just move your life to Chicago.
What else do you have going on in Chicago? Outside of your people being there,
My work.
you can move that. The same way I can pick my computer up and come to Chicago, you can pick your computer up and come to Atlanta. Next.
But you got to listen. You don't have a child.
Okay.
When you have a child, especially if you're a single parent, you have a support system. So my support system is there. I have a lot of family, they're all there. When it comes to having a child, stability is a big thing.
All I'm saying is give it a chance.
Why would I move somewhere across the country with my child? That makes no sense to me. Like, I just don't see myself moving. So that part is tough, just trying to figure out how that would work. Moving to Atlanta makes sense to him, but not to me.
All my grades gone?
Mostly.
Appreciate it.
Knock, knock. Ty. Hey.
Hey, what's
Can
up?
I talk to you?
Yeah, sure.
After that heated exchange between Ty and I, we need to discuss the big elephant in the room, and I need to just go ahead, get the courage to knock it out. This conversation is hard for me, but I don't feel like this is working.
Oh, your family coming out?
Yeah,
And who coming for him?
his brother.
He did go down to meet you, 4 times? And you flaked on him.
I kind of have an explanation. Now is a better time than any to kind of get this off my chest.
Own up for
I'm
touching
only
other men in the house.
No, because that's me.
You can't take no accountability. I don't even think you know what the word means.
Facts. Listen, Ty is absolutely right. I haven't seen her take accountability for nothing she did wrong. She touching on other guys. See, Brittany is the type that will, from a male perspective, Brittany is the type that will break up with a guy before he breaks up with her to save face and to protect her ego. So she'll break up with him first. Like, okay, so let's run down what just happened, right? She had an argument with Jay and Cinco and the rest of the house in the kitchen. And she's using that scenario to break up with Ty. You see what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. It's not something that Ty necessarily did wrong. Now, there's some stuff that happened before then, but she got into a beef with, first of all, if Ty is telling her something and the rest of the house is telling her something, she needs to evaluate that. But it doesn't matter who talked to this chick. It could be Ty, it could be Jay, Cinco, it could be anybody in the house. She not listening. She has a superiority complex where she thinks she's better than everybody. Accountability is not something she believes in, knows, or have ever taken part of. And she said, and Ty just said, asked her, you should apologize for touching all the men in the house. And she said, no, I'm not going to apologize for that because that's me. I do me. You're right. This ain't going to work. Okay? Go home. I don't have nothing else to really say to you. That's what I'm saying if I'm Ty. I don't really have nothing else to say to you. This was a waste of my time. You know, yeah, we collected some episode checks, but let's bounce. I'm not going to be here and be made a mockery or a fool of by a chick who is completely delusional on who she is as a person. She thinks she's finer than what she is. She thinks she's smarter than what she is. She thinks she's, more, she thinks a whole lot. Who lied to this chick? I really want to know who lied to it. Could be her mother. Could be her friends, family. Somebody lied to her because her fake confidence. I want to call it fake confidence. Her fake confidence is just absolutely ridiculous. You know, she comes off as a fake person. A fake person doesn't take accountability. A fake person doesn't see anything wrong with themselves. They don't have the gift of introspection or the gift of self-awareness. They just don't have it. You know, so they move in a fake way to protect their ego in order to get what they want. Now, sometimes it works. Sometimes that overconfidence can work, but it'll only work on fools. Anyway, it's time to break up. If I'm Ty, I'm out. I'm deuces. I don't even want to hear you can't even admit to anything that you did wrong, so this is not going to work. Go back with your baby daddy. Anyway, let's go in.
Okay, this conversation is hard for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like this is working, like our connection and everything.
Same.
When all of that stuff started happening in the kitchen and everybody was like this or that about me, and it seemed like I was basically getting ganged up on in the kitchen, I felt that if you actually really do truly care about me, that you still would have stuck up for me in that moment.
Again,
you would have
something
been
that I'm not doing. What really set me off was you putting your hand in my face and talking to me like I'm your kid, and I'm not. I didn't want to engage in that conversation because I know how that's going to turn out. So I said, let me remove myself from it. When I came back, I'm hearing conversations of how much you be flirting with Cinco. and how much you flirting with some other people now. You know? How you think that makes me feel? You're not
I
tickling.
don't consider that tickling, but
Okay.
we do like poke at each other and all that kind of stuff.
So
Whatever.
I don't touch another woman to tickle her at all.
I don't consider that tickling, but
No.
whatever.
There's many witnesses in the kitchen that told me that. To me, the writing's on the wall. It's been on the wall. We've been having argument after argument. We haven't found any common ground. And I think at this point in moment, we're both at our wits' end.
There's a lot of tensions in this house. There's a lot of jealousy in this house. And the thing about it is that people are noticing that I'm not connecting with you, so they're just like, oh, who is she? You know, who is she connecting with?
But can we take
Okay, hold on.
accountability and own up for touching other men in the house?
No, because that's me. I touch everybody.
One excuse after the other of why you can't take no accountability. I don't even think you know what the word means.
Facts.
I no longer feel comfortable in this situation. It's almost as if we no longer even like each other.
I think we should leave.
Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, I think that's the best thing.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
I'm out.
You out?
Damn, bro.
You out?
Yeah, man. Listen. No accountability. He said you tickling other men. Oh no, I don't consider that tickling. I asked Cinco. He said it's on tape. You was tickling him. You even said it on. They said it on tape. Would you stop tickling me? That's what Cinco said. It's on tape. What are you talking? Look. This is what a lot of brothers have to deal with, and just men in general, especially brothers. Accountability for some reason is kryptonite to too many women, and you can't have a genuine relationship when you lack accountability. You're being disingenuous, you're being fake, fraud. You have a superiority complex. You just think you're better than everybody else, above reproach, and that is so far from being the truth. How can a man protect you, love you, and respect you when you take no accountability? You have no shame in anything that you do, and you automatically think that you're better than them. A man can't really love. I'm gonna tell women a bit of a secret. Men will fall in love with women who they feel are the most genuine inside. Okay? Genuine inside. It don't even matter how you look. It's how you feel or how you project and how you are inside. Brittany is showing major personality flaws. She's showing narcissism, believe it or not. She's showing that she's very narcissistic. And to a lot of ladies, it might look like ain't nothing wrong with Brittany, right? But to a lot of men, she's toxic. She passive aggressive. She blames the world for everything except for her. Yeah, Ty. I have a feeling this brother ain't gonna look back. I wouldn't either if I was him. Let's go.
Damn.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Damn. All right, Britt.
With you already.
My intentions of coming here was to build my relationship with Brittany, although unfortunately that did not happen. I do feel relieved that I'm no longer going to put myself in a situation where I'm being mistreated or not appreciated.
Brittany, you ain't telling us bye, huh?
Yeah.
We don't get no bye.
Absolutely. All right.
It's nice to meet you, Ty.
All right, you too.
She said she didn't want to be here with us, and clearly she don't. She walked right past us. Alexis even called her name. She kept it moving.
That kind of hurt my feelings, but I'm chasing people.
She want to walk through here but her. You walk your ass out this door the same way you came in this bitch, alone. See you when we never see you.
Yeah, that Brittany tie was crazy. It was very distracting to have that negative energy, so I'm just glad it's over.
What's the verdict?
So I'm leaving. We both agreed.
You are leaving?
Yeah.
I love you, Brittany, but you did not like that man. Like, there's nothing I can say. I'm like, oh my God, they're so cute. They're not cute because they're forcing it. Like, are you gonna keep in contact with him?
No,
Like, block
absolutely.
Central?
Absolutely not.
The best thing for them is to leave the house. You're my best friend in the house.
Oh, I know. And you were mine, and you are mine, and yeah. I'll be keeping in touch with you regardless, so.
But you got a laundry
You
bag?
too. This was not the best experience for me. I'm not even gonna lie. It sucked. It sucked dealing with my boundaries constantly being crossed. It sucked dealing with all the different females in the house and everyone's opinions and just dealing with just ignorant people.
She said, I'm not being fake today.
I'm not gonna be impolite though. You know my mama raised me.
Oh, your mama. Yeah, she taught you.
It is what it is, and I'm glad that it's over. Oh, goodness.
One of the takeaways from this experience is to not try as hard to please other people. If I look back in my life, this is not the first time I've neglected myself, trying to look out for others. And I've learned that sometimes it's okay to put yourself first.
Absolutely. And you will hear a lot of women say that too. Oh, girl, you need to put yourself first. Yeah, well, men need to do that too. And oftentimes men put other people in front of themselves. It's a bit of a man code. It's, women and children first before the men. That's just a mentality that pretty much, I say most men have, is always trying to please everybody but ourselves. And we have to, and I learned this in the second half of life, I guess you could say. I gotta make me happy. You know what I mean? I'm responsible for my own happiness. And nobody else is responsible for my happiness. And I can't give anybody else the power to make me happy. I have to keep that power to myself and do what makes me happy. I've been a husband, I've been a father, I've been a brother, son, I've been everything, and I have given to, everybody in certain types of ways. But I realized in the second half of life is that ain't nobody else responsible for my happiness. It's on me. So you got to put yourself first. And Ty is absolutely right with that. He just happened to have questionable taste in women. I'll just say that. I don't listen. Brittany didn't, break any laws that I know of or anything like that. I'm not saying she's a bad person. I'm saying she's a bad person to be in a relationship with because she learned from her mama. And toxic mothers make toxic daughters. Listen, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to her or her mother, but I know I seen her mother when she came in, and she had that toxicity in her when she came on the show. And I seen where Brittany got it from. And she just mentioned her mother. I learned from my mama and this, that, and the third. Yeah, your mother taught you how to be selfish. Now, your mother got a husband who is catering to it. But those days are gone. Okay, those days are gone. Those type of men are becoming extinct that your mother got. I don't know if that's your father or your stepfather, who knows, but that ain't happening no more. Okay, men are demanding women step up in relationships and stop being the pampered princess and actually do woman stuff. How about that? Do woman stuff. Oh, you okay with me? Look, like Ty got nothing out of this. All the brother did was cater to her, massaged her feet, cooked her breakfast all the time, tried to be affectionate, tried to make her laugh. Everything you would think a woman would want a guy to do, he was doing it. And what he get in return? Absolutely nothing. It's, you know, they'll be better off without each other, but I know Ty is going to be way better off than Brittany is after this breakup. Anyway, let's go in.
My best friend coming.
Oh yeah, people coming tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, your family coming tonight?
Yeah.
And who coming for him?
His brother, he say.
His brother.
His brother coming.
It's gonna be some tonight. Let us know now.
Shouldn't be.
Okay. You sure? I don't know if that was confident.
I think they'd be all right.
No, she ain't saying nothing right now.
I think that me and Brandon are doing really good, but Brandon doesn't know that I have been in a relationship with my ex at the same time that I was in a relationship with him. Maybe, hopefully, he has a secret, so we're, even playing field. That would actually be the best case scenario. We'll see. Let's do it.
Here's to good vibes in the final 8.
Yeah.
It's a celebration.
So let's do a quick recap here, y'all. Okay, the final 8. That I found that interesting that he said that. Let's do a quick recap and let's find out exactly who actually left the house. And we have, how many of y'all remember Alicia and Irving? They left the house first. How many of y'all remember Tatiana and Clay? They left the house next. How many of y'all, of course y'all remember Brittany and Ty? They left the house also. So we got 6 people gone. 3 men, 3 women. And it's only 4 couples left. Practically, it was 7 couples, but you could probably it's the equivalent of half the house for the most part is gone. Half the house, even though it's just 3, half the house is gone. Is there a lesson to be learned in maybe long distance relationships, or especially if you've never met someone? Do you really know them? That's a question. Do you really know them? Because all the couples have issues. Jay and Cinco, they don't know where they're gonna live. Brandon and Kiki, she's still holding secrets. Jared and Charlie, what a disaster, right? And I guess that will leave Chris and his girl, what's his name? Chris and his girl. Man, she's the only one I didn't remember her name. But even they had some issues with her talking greasy or things like that. But they still plugging along. The point is, you don't really know somebody until you spend time with them. Okay? That's when all of this stuff manifests. Anybody can sell a dream on the phone. Okay? Anybody can sell a dream on the phone. And you can hide a lot of stuff on the phone. But when you come together, that's when the real relationship starts. Maybe that's the lesson in a lot of these never ever mets. Just the whole concept by itself. That's why it makes for good TV, because you can see things unraveling before your eyes. Anyway, let's go.
It's perfect out here.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we've been in Clay's ass and Brittany's ass and Kiki's ass, kind of telling them about themselves, in a respectful way?
Yeah.
It's hard to hear about yourself. So if someone did that to you, would it throw your whole day off, or you just accept it and you're still good?
I don't listen to anybody's advice anyway, so I'll listen, but I was it's probably going in one ear and out the other.
So would you listen to me?
Yeah. You definitely. You're the only opinion I probably care about.
Okay. As, you know, the days have gone on, I'm realizing like, oh, he's just a smooth ass talker. He knows what to say to me now. He's literally telling me what I want to hear. You know, we're nearing, you know, the end of this whole process, and I need to know, like, really, where is Jared's head? Does he see himself with me? Does he not? Like, I have no idea at this point. And like, how do I trust what he's saying? Okay, I'm gonna get ready.
All right. I'm gonna sit out here for a little bit.
Okay.
This is nice out here. Just me and my thoughts.
Hello, never ever met.
Hey. Ty and Brittany, they left the house. How y'all feel?
Good.
You look like you got a lot on your mind. Say it if it's there.
Hate to see people go, I do. I believe in love, but hey.
It was time for her to go.
The point of this show is to figure out if this is your forever or not, and I think they figured it out quicker than we did.
Are you guys comfortable?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love the four of us. The four groups of yes. Everything
Great
is
chemistry.
perfect. It's room.
This is beautiful.
All right, I'm glad it's beautiful for you guys. It's about to get beautifuler. After today, there are only 2 days left in this house. So make the most of it, and I'm gonna leave you guys to it. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
Fit check. Today I planned a date with me and Jay. Jay chose our first date, which was us playing basketball, and that was a little more on the physical side. That was kind of geared more towards me. But for her, I wanted to get more in touch with her softer side, her more feminine side. So we're basically gonna create our own perfumes, cologne, and just our own personal scents. Traffic on a Sunday?
I don't wonder where the hell we're going. What we're doing.
Say.
Hey y'all, welcome.
How you doing?
My name is Tizzle. I'm gonna be your blender for today. Have either of you ever blended a perfume before?
No.
Okay, amazing. So this is about to be a whole sensual experience for both of you. What I want to find out are what you like and what you don't like. And then the most important thing for me is your intention. Okay, so who wants to start with the yays?
I'll go.
Okay, Jay.
I like cookies, warm cookies.
Like freshly baked.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what else?
I like more vanilla and like chocolate.
Amazing. Okay, this is a very good foundation. Do you want to give me your intention?
Melt.
To melt?
For him to melt.
Make my man melt. Yes, yes. I got you.
You
Okay.
gonna think I'm a copycat, and that's crazy because most of those answers are like the same. Like, so not actually like all the way, but a lot of that. So like I could tolerate the smell of like French vanilla, no cinnamon. I just put no cinnamon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put no cinnamon on there. I'm not really big on like citrus smells that much either. But like tacos, those mixed with cleaning type of scents.
Like linen?
linen?
Like linen.
Look.
Yeah, like the game dryer sheets type of.
You just gotta write breakfast in bed for you.
Yeah. But I also like the, oh, you smell good, let me touch you type of.
Cause we doing breakfast in bed, and you eat the breakfast in the bed, and then you do whatever you gonna do after
Yeah,
that.
yeah, all that good
Okay.
stuff.
I'm gonna start to pull notes for y'all right now,
Okay.
and I'll be back with y'all. All right.
I love the smell of perfume. I have nighttime scents, I have daytime scents, going out scents. I love a good scent. I'm very excited. I've never did anything like this before. It's very intimate, like without the physical, like just intimate, just talking and just working the mind and just learning more deep stuff, like deeper connection type stuff.
Yeah.
Does it smell like her?
Yeah.
Smile. Look at your smile. Oh my goodness.
It's definitely something she put on.
I'm seeing that he's paying attention and he knows me a little bit, so I like that.
What I want y'all to do now is to hug each other and smell it on each other and see how it feels.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna blend, chat it up, and then I'll be back.
Got you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
This is a great day. I never did this before.
Never.
I love this. I love smelling good.
But then again, I have like a small amount of colognes because I don't go that many places. But
That's
you know,
true.
when you finally move to Atlanta, then you know, you got a lot of places to go. Still thinking about that?
Yeah, it's a big thing to think about.
So like, what are you nervous about?
My child being comfortable.
He's a kid.
You keep saying he's a kid. You can't dismiss it just because he's a child.
What am I dismissing though?
him make sure he's comfortable and good. A big adjustment, a change.
No,
Not all kids can take change. He never had change before. That's a lot to throw it on him.
What I'm saying is, you got to put him there to give him a chance to be comfortable. He might be happy as hell, but you won't know because you already like.
Because in my mind, it's just a lot easier and faster for you to just pack your stuff up and come here.
Yeah. I'm not telling you to get up and move.
Yeah.
Now, I want to be in Atlanta, and I just want you open to.
I'm open to it.
Looking at it
Yeah.
and seeing if it fits. But if it doesn't fit, then.
We leaving together, the house.
Yeah.
So we got that part. Now we just got to make sure everything, the scheduling. I know you don't want to wait too long.
I don't. We're having meaningful conversations that need to be had, conversations that are very important for the longevity of our relationship. And even though I feel like it'll be in our best interest to bring her to Atlanta, at the end of the day, I just want to be together.
This was very fun.
Damn. It smells like fresh laundry.
We got to make sure we give him a good review.
I'm giving 10 out of 10. I'm ready to put my sweatsuit back on.
Yeah, I'm cold for real, for real. I bought a lot of summer clothes. Thank God I decided to bring this.
We're gonna have cards.
Real quick, I really dig their connection, Cinco and Jay. I think the reason why they work so well is because they both have very high emotional intelligence on both sides. Both of them. Both of them are very mature. They're, a location is a sticky situation. You can't just smooth your way through that. It's either A or B. We gotta make a choice. You're dealing with Chicago, great city, little cold. Okay, it's the Windy City. Crime could be an issue, but it has a lot of great assets as well. And she has a family base there, and she has a son. Or you could go to Atlanta, same thing, except it's a lot warmer there. Okay. Great city. The black dollar really circulates in that city. You can have a little southern hospitality in Atlanta. You're gonna have crime there too. But either place, I can see why they want to move to either place. Obviously, they live in both. But what do y'all think? Should they move to Chicago or should they move to Atlanta? Put that in the comments. I really would want to know that. I just really dig their mentality. I will probably, both of them, Cinco and Jay, I think they're the most mature couple, which is why they're lasting. And I think Jay is a big part of that just by her mentality. She just seems to get it. I wish every man could have a woman who actually gets it like Jay do. Perfume or your cologne smell. Okay, is it vanilla? Is it citrus? Is it floral? Put it in the comments. I want to know that too. But I just got to give them they props on how they are moving. Let's go in with Brandon and Kiki.
Stop cheating.
I'm not.
Hello.
I'm Kiki's friend.
Oh, okay.
Maya.
Kiki's friend, Maya.
Yeah.
I can take you to her.
Okay.
This is our little game room. She's right here. Kiki, you have a guest.
I have a guest. Hey. Maya has been my best friend for my entire life. And Maya is very skeptical of my relationship with Brandon. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, Maya, this is Brandon. Maya's opinion means a whole lot to me. She's very protective of me, and she thinks maybe he's hiding something.
Have you been fully transparent with him?
Oh, well, I did have to tell him about my ex.
Are you really comfortable if you holding back, though?
How do y'all finally feel after connecting in person?
I learned that If it ain't your way, it's kind of like the highway. And I
Oh,
learned
thank
about
you.
your alcohol problem.
My alcohol problem.
Yeah.
Kiki, you have a guest.
Hey!
Hey, how you
Hey,
doing?
Maya, this is Brandon. Brandon, this is Maya.
Hello.
This is my best
I'll be
friend.
so hungry.
Okay. This is the house.
Wait, and who's coming from him?
His brother is coming.
Younger or older?
Why?
No. Not right now.
Hey, how you doing? I'm Christian.
Good. Christian,
Nice to meet you.
Alexis, nice to meet you.
Awesome. You smell great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Where my brother at?
Well, dang. You want to give me a minute to show you around?
Oh, yeah, of course. That's cool.
Where'd you come from? What state? Where you live?
Where I look like I'm from?
I don't know. It's hard. Cali? You from out here?
No, I'm from Alabama, actually. What's up, man? Oh my God, it's so good to see you.
Yo. Christian means everything to me. He's been my brother since I was 5 years old. His dad is actually my stepdad. You know, I wanted to get another point of view from somebody that really know me.
Miss you, man. I've been holding it down.
I miss you too, bro. Come on, just go make a
okay.
real quick.
That little rude.
What happened? What you mean?
He just walked in like, where my brother at? I'm like, oh, okay.
How mom and dad are doing?
They're good, man. They're straight.
I asked him, I was like, where you come from? He was like, where I look like I came from.
He's a lot. You can tell he's doing a lot. I can tell the way he walked in here.
Yeah.
He's so happy ass down.
But really, I want to talk about you, you know, and like how everything's been here.
We had our first date. Great. He planned like a little photo shoot for me. It was so cute and thoughtful. And I'm just like, but we sit down and he's like, I didn't know, like, there's an issue about my drinking.
So, like, Kiki is a heavy drinker. And I understand people be heavy drinkers, but I don't want that in my relationship. I dealt with that.
And then he poured himself like a full, glass. And I'm like, can I get some more?
He gave you the lady portion?
He gave me the lady portion. And I made, I made a little jokey joke. I was like, well, can I get my full pour? And baby, that set him off. When I tell you for like the whole week, he's feeling like I'm an alcoholic or something. No, he has been like drinking, a little bit. And he don't really drink. So I feel like, maybe the Hennessy make you, maybe you feeling yourself, but you need to feel yourself somewhere else.
I think mom, ex-husband, he was a heavy drinker. And, he said some harsh things to me. And that's just something that I don't want to deal with again. Because I don't want it to be that for me and Kiki, where she end up going overboard and it turns out to be ugly.
Seriously. I remember that. And with them arguing, not being at the house, I said to myself that you had to step up and essentially be the parent, and take care of like our 2 younger siblings at the time.
At 15, bro.
At 15 years old. I can understand why that would mess you up a little bit,
What have you told him as far as your last relationship? Have you been fully transparent with him?
Well, I did have to tell him about my ex.
I got here to do this.
Yeah. But only because I felt like you were... I don't want to...
You want to stress me out.
I didn't want to stress you out, but I felt like a lot of times when I can't get it out, you help me spit it out and make sense of it. How can you really fault me? To be honest, I hope he said, yeah, me too. I hope that he's been dealing with somebody else. And that sounds crazy, but it's just
I get it.
Now we're even.
Yeah, I get it. Why has it been such a hard thing to just get it out there?
No, I don't want to lose another comfort person. I already lost mama. I already lost my ex. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Are you really comfortable if you holding back though?
Christian, this is Kiki.
Hey, what's up,
Kiki,
how are
this
you?
is Christian.
I'm doing good.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, ma'am. It's been a long time coming.
I know, it
Yes,
definitely
ma'am.
have. And Christian, this is Maya.
Nice to meet you, Maya. I'm Christian. I'm Brandon's brother.
Okay.
Blood brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do y'all finally feel after connecting in person?
We're learning a lot more about each other in person.
Yes, we are.
We're a lot more about each other in person.
Like what?
Like, what have you learned?
I've learned that you're caring. I learned that you overthink. I learned that if it ain't your way, it's kind of like the highway. And I learned about your alcohol problem.
My alcohol problem?
Yeah.
He did mention that you drink every single day, just about. Is that true?
Everybody in here drinks almost every single day.
That's them. It's
That's
about
a drink
us.
or two.
It's about our relationship.
Like
though,
we're
not
we're
theirs.
in a house just chilling. It's like a vacation.
But
If
this
we
is-
were to go on a cruise, would you drink? Would you drink every day on the cruise? Like
I would.
that exactly. That's what it is. Brandon making it out to be like, oh, I'm just drinking a bottle a day, or I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Or like this is a normal thing outside of here. My best friend is here now. How much do I drink?
I feel like it's the same as like a social drinker.
How much
but
does she drink?
She doesn't drink that often. She doesn't, really. I'm also hearing hypocrisy, not from you. I'm saying when y'all talking about it, you're drinking as well. Are you drinking less than her, and then you seeing her
Of course,
overdo it? And
I drink to my limit.
I do feel like just under these circumstances, there should be some leniency with the drinking. You know what I mean? We just gotta be rational about things sometimes, you know? I do sense there's a lot of miscommunication between the both of y'all, because now he does particularly have trust issues with you, because he did go down to, what was it, Atlanta? Is that where you were from?
Mhm.
To meet you, 4 times? And you flexed him.
That's a little bit excessive, but I kind of have an explanation. Now is a better time than any to kind of get this off my chest. So now is a better time than any to kind of get this off my chest. You know, we started talking about 4 years ago. One of the big reasons why I wasn't able to see you for a few years is because I was still involved with my ex. We were still living together. Now we ended up breaking up and I moved out. As of like the beginning of this year, we have no contact.
Was he the reason why I couldn't see you 4 times I tried to see you?
A few of them, yes. Other times it was also me feeling, you know, just not ready.
Kiki waited till now to break off and tell me in the 4 years me and Kiki been talking that she's been messing around with her ex. That's just damn right disrespectful.
Let me ask you this question. How long were you with that ex?
About 8 years. You can't sit here and tell me that you didn't talk to anybody for 4 years. That you didn't have, like, unfortunately, I can't believe that.
You can't believe it because you was messing around with your ex. That ain't on me.
But and there were periods of time where we didn't even talk for a couple months. Like, what you just were waiting for me to swing back around.
I'm a busy guy.
I'm busy too.
But you still have time for your ex?
well, how do you feel about her secret?
That's a deal breaker.
I do regret telling Brandon my secret. I honestly thought that he would forgive me. I thought that he would be like, okay, well, this sucks, and we just kept it moving. Like, that was the ideal reaction. I feel like I really could have just kept that to myself and not caused these problems.
I know it's been 4 years, but it's kind of early with this second part of this relationship being introduced. And I just feel like some discussions need to be had.
I'm gonna second that.
I think we can work past it.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
you know. He talked about you a lot, so, you know, I had to come see what's up. For real.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go, bro.
All right, let me say this. I don't really like the way they keep downplaying the alcohol, okay? The alcohol is a problem. She thinks she on vacation, and what would you do if you was on vacation? Maybe because the alcohol is paid for. Maybe that's why she's drinking like a fish right now. If she had to pay for it herself, she wouldn't. So that's the only reason why she don't drink every day. it's because she got to pay for it. But if the show is paying for all the alcohol you want, you're going to drink but it's still a problem. It's still a problem. Like I said before, Kiki has self-control, self-discipline problems. And you can look at her and tell that. Okay? She doesn't say no to anything that makes her feel good. In certain kind of ways. So she is a addict of dopamine. She is a dopamine addict. And I'm not talking about the narcotic. I'm talking about the chemical in your brain. She's addicted to that. A lot of people are. And they don't know it or don't want to admit it. Brandon has every right to be upset, and you practically been sort of cheating on him with your ex for 4 years, on top of the fact that it's your way or the highway, which is what he mentioned. On top of the fact that you're a bit obese, but that seemed to be okay with him. On top of the fact that you drink like a fish. On top of all these other problems. So, are we going to see another couple go? I want to see if they work this out. I have not seen this before. The brother is funny. He's doing a lot. He really is doing a lot. I understand him looking out for his bro, but he was a bit much. The way he walked in the house and how he's moving. I mean, he walked in like he owned the place. Like, where's my brother? Where it looked like I've been there. where it looked like I'm from. Like, can't tell where they from, just how they look, for the most part. But anyway, let's go in.
I got some things to think about.
Sometimes he has a tendency to play Mr. Perfect, Mr. Nice Guy, but nobody's perfect.
All right, bro.
Love you, man.
All right. No problem, G.
He wants to play perfect Mr. Nice Guy. What is it with a lot of women and accountability? I'm sounding like a broken record. I'm sorry, but Kiki has no accountability for the stuff she's doing wrong. She has no accountability for how she's acting. She has no accountability for her diet. She has no accountability for her alcohol. She has no accountability either. It's just a nicer version than Britney's. She's a bit delusional too. I ain't gonna hold you. But it's funny how they try to make these guys the bad guy all the time when they're doing wrong themselves and they just don't see it. And then their friends come and co-sign everything that they're doing, or mother will come and co-sign every bad behavior that they're doing. And they're trying to make the men look like bad guys. Own your ish. Own it. What are we doing? We're all grown here. Own your ish. Okay? That is very frustrating for me and a lot of men. Anyway.
Seriously.
Do my friend right.
Okay.
Cause I can be back here as soon as I get a babysitter.
No.
Don't.
I don't want no problem.
Please don't. Y'all have a nice night.
No.
So we don't have no more family members coming.
Nope, that's the last two.
Oh, gosh. I kind of just found out that the 4 times I was trying to meet Kiki in the 4 years we was talking, she was still talking to her ex.
Right, but in the 4 years that you guys never met, you never slept with anybody? In 4 years?
Before I met Kiki.
So, why?
I think that went as well as it can with the secret that I had to tell him.
What?
He has trust issues and he feel like I cheated for 3 years.
Who
To me,
cheated?
it wasn't me technically.
On Brandon?
Technically.
How? If y'all didn't in a relationship, how you cheat?
That's true, because I'm guaranteed for 3 years he wasn't just not having sex.
You just broke up with your ex when?
In February.
That ain't no bomb.
I haven't
damn
told
bomb,
him.
man.
That ain't no bomb. But it's a Kiki bomb.
I thought you finna tell him you had a baby a month ago or some.
Was it a commitment? It was no commitment, right?
Of course, why wouldn't it be? 4 years? Yes, you can be loyal. Yes, you can talk to somebody for 4 years, not beat them and be loyal. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of discombobulated.
I take full accountability for, withholding the truth. But I feel like now if we're here in this house, we're getting ready to, see if everything will work. Now is a better time than any to be like, oh, this is what happened. I have no contact with my ex anymore. I don't think about him. Like, I don't know.
Thank you, sir.
I think the water is too hot.
You good?
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay, let me say this real quick. I know y'all, I'm talking a lot through this. I don't mean to, but just hear me out. There's a lot going on here. Okay, we had a couple leave. We had some more lies told. There's a lot going on, so I gotta speak on it. So bear with me, all right? A part of me is gonna take a bit of Kiki's side. I know that's gonna surprise a lot of y'all. Yeah, I did just talk greasy about her, but a part of me is going to take a little bit of Kiki's side, because oftentimes when you're in a long distance or you're in a internet relationship, it's really entertainment. Okay, it's it's not people are gonna you don't know what the other person is doing either. She didn't know what Brandon was doing. You don't know how serious the other person is taking it. Did she owe him loyalty is the question. And I'm not even sure if I know the answer to that, to be honest. Because if they said they were in a relationship, then she did owe him loyalty. But if they were dating for 4 years and I don't know. A part of me feels like loyalty should be on if they met each other. I don't know if she owed him loyalty until they met. Okay, like from this day on, if they decide to stick together, she owes him loyalty. But sometimes an internet relationship is not real. It's not looked at as being real. It's not looked at as a full-blown relationship. There's huge things that are missing in an internet relationship. Intimacy, for one. The closeness. You can watch your partner, how they move. You can pick up on their bad habits. Okay, they leave the cap off the toothpaste, or they leave the toilet seat up, whatever. You're not gonna see that stuff unless you're with them. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't know about her alcohol problem until they got there. They've been together 4 years. In my opinion, and if y'all disagree with this, put it in the comments. In my opinion, I don't think you owe anybody loyalty until you have met them. At least. I don't care how long you've been on the internet or have an internet relationship. The only time I think that you do owe somebody loyalty on an internet relationship, if you both decide that you are going to be completely, monogamous, and you're not going to entertain anybody else, people have people in their past too. Things could get messy, an ex could pop up, whatever the case may be, or, but you're still lacking that intimacy. So you're going to say, I don't know if this relationship is real. Kiki probably jumped in a couple relationships before she actually met Brandon. Okay. Brandon was just entertainment while a distraction from what she was really going through with her ex. But he looked at it more serious as him just being a distraction, and I can understand that. But I guess what I'm saying is I agree with both of them, which is I'm in a superposition, okay, with both of them. I'm in a superposition because I can't necessarily pick a side. I think that Brandon is absolutely he absolutely is entitled to feel what he feels and move how he's moving, especially if he showed her nothing but loyalty for those 4 years and was with no one. I can understand him feeling away. And if it was a woman, and if the roles were reversed and a woman was loyal to a man for 4 years, and everybody would be understanding about that, or understand why she is upset with him. But since the roles are reversed, I can understand where Brandon is coming from, but I can understand where Kiki is coming from too. We had an internet relationship. As far as I'm concerned, loyalty doesn't start until you meet the person. It don't even really make sense to be loyal to somebody you've never met. Like, that's just ridiculous to me. So I'm in a superposition with Brandon and Kiki. I'm not taking a side. Let's go in.
All right, what them cinnamon rolls at? Let me go ahead and get mine for a month. Come in here and start booking and cooking. Yep. Hey, Kiki, how you doing? How you sleep last night?
Tossed and turned.
Where you sleep at?
In my room.
Damn.
No. I was a little sad because I got used to, cuddling, but whatever.
So he's still sad about yesterday?
I mean, I get the initial shock, but let's move it along.
Let's move it along. The only point of here is I understand you living with your ex or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, come to find out that was a big reason of the hold up from y'all seeing each other is what's bothering him.
That was the majority of the
reason.
reason.
And that's why he's upset, because he feel like maybe he could have been seeing you if it wasn't for that. And to find out that you kept canceling on him, he was thinking it was for like a real reason. But to find out that you kept canceling on him because you was living with another man, he thinking he talking to a lady that lived by herself and doing her own thing. Brandon and Kiki have a situation. It makes sense for me to explain to Kiki why Brandon feels the way that he feels, giving her a man's point of view.
Yeah, I can see where I was wrong. I definitely can see it.
If people come to me and ask me for advice, I give them real advice. And I just want to see everybody do what's best for them. And I feel like my advice is helping them do that. Hopefully that helped y'all, though.
Yeah.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. I'm going to tell you the truth.
So let's talk about last night, man. So why you waited so long to tell me about your ex?
I just feel like we already had a bond. There was no point. We weren't seeing each other. So I felt like there was no point in shaking the table. And now we finally seeing each other, and it's like, oh, well, can't keep hiding that. It just never felt like a perfect time.
Any time was a perfect time. We had the little challenge where it said, do you hold secrets? And you wrote no. You should have wrote yes and been real.
I don't think that's a secret. I think that's more just withholding
That
information.
is a secret.
Is it ever okay to keep secrets in a relationship? If that person does not know something and you know they need to know, it's a secret. No.
I'm upset, more so upset about the secret and you dishing me the because I wanted to meet because of your ex when I said that was a deal breaker.
I don't talk to my ex anymore. I have no desire to talk to my ex, so that's over. And I feel like Brandon doesn't listen, and that pisses me off. Brandon, you got 83 deal breakers. You don't think I have deal breakers too?
No, it ain't no 83.
You doing a 3-strike rule? We're adults.
So what? It's what I don't want to put up with in my life. I don't care about...
You don't think you have qualities that I don't want to put up with in my life? You definitely do. This pouting, this moving around, like all of that, you don't let me talk. You didn't even, a lot of times you're insensitive to my feelings, like the petty stuff. But then you come around and you're touchy and you're sweet and you're saying cute and I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if you like me or not.
What?
I just want you to be nice to me.
I do be nice. I was nice as you just said we had a good week.
I thought
how is that not being nice?
I'm the only one that is taking any accountability.
What I need to take accountability for?
The way you talk, the way you don't listen.
That's crazy.
You sit here and act like I'm just the only problem in this relationship, and I'm not.
The only problem you had with me was the drinking problem, and I let that go.
Oh, you haven't, Brandon.
Yes, I have. You been drinking like a motherfucker. I ain't say nothing. All I wanted was apology for what you did and what you said last night, and I just
You're not gonna keep blaming me for everything, because everything is not my problem.
So you want to end this right here?
Like, damn.
Do you want to end this right here?
This conversation?
Nah, period.
What the over breakfast? Tomorrow's a big day. We have a big decision. It's been 4 years, so of course I want this to work. But right now, I don't know.
That's it. I'm going to eat my breakfast.
The breakfast that you prevented me from eating.
That's on you. I keep telling you that.
Stupid.
Let's address Kiki's issue and evaluate Brandon. Has Brandon been what has Brandon done that would warrant Kiki to be upset with him? She said the way he talks to her, he's pouting, he's not taking accountability for his stuff. I'm not seeing much. I'm not seeing much that Brandon is doing wrong. I mean, is he not allowed to display disappointment? Because it seemed like that's what Kiki is asking him to do. Don't display your disappointment in me. You talk and you walk around here, you moping, and he's disappointed in you. What, like, she trying to paint him into a corner where he can't do nothing. He hasn't been. He said he let the alcohol thing go, even though she drinking like a fish. Like, but I'm trying to be. I'm trying to understand her position. Believe it or not, I'm trying to understand her position and where she's coming from. And I'm just having a harder time because I'm not seeing necessarily a lot of things that he's doing wrong, but let her tell it. He's not even allowed to be disappointed. He's not even allowed to complain. He's like what she's accusing him of, women do all the time. Okay, maybe I should tell my girl, my women or whatever, be like, oh yeah, you complain too much. Yeah, but you doing this, Mike. Well, I just don't like how you moving. I don't like how you responding to my F-ups. I just don't like it. Okay, we should be getting along. I should be able to do whatever I want to do, and you should be able to deal with it. What is it with all this complaining? That is hilarious to me, but that's the equivalent to what Kiki is doing. Is like, look, I get to do whatever I want. I'm gonna do whatever I want anyway. You know that. Look at me. But that being said, what are you complaining about? I don't. You complaining about me moving however the hell I want to move? Like, you should be on board with everything I do. Like, it's ridiculous to me. It's ridiculous to me. Brandon can't even complain without her complaining about him complaining. Anyway, let's go in.
tomorrow you'll be faced with an ultimate decision. Will you leave here together as a couple?
How do you really see me? What do you really want from this?
I'm big on trying to work things out. How do I know you really done with that ex?
We haven't been intimate, and I'm getting fed up over it.
I think monogamy goes against human nature. That don't last forever.
Damn, I might walk out of here without him.
Yeah, we still got drama in the house. I just want to say this too, and this is for Chris. Chris, I don't know if you're watching this or if you're listening, brother. You need to give that woman a good night. Alexis, you need to take her into the boom boom room before this trip is over. If you don't take her into that boom boom room before the trip is over, the relationship is over. Okay? If you don't want the relationship, continue to move the way you're moving. But Alexis have done nothing but improve. Probably the most improved person in the house is Alexis. She deserves all the good loving that you got, whatever. Go on and treat your woman good, man. Don't just be because I don't believe in couples or men or women. I don't care, man or woman. I don't believe in withholding intimacy. I just don't believe in that at all. Okay? You in a relationship with somebody and they require intimacy. It's a love language. Okay? Physical touch. It's a love language. It's a lot of people's number one. If you can't do that, then you don't deserve the person. I'm cool with how Chris is moving with her, but he needs to seal the deal before they get out of this house. If Chris don't seal the deal and take her to the boom boom room, I'm gonna be very disappointed in bruh. I just need to say that. I don't care if it's a man or a woman withholding intimacy. It's a deal breaker as far as I'm concerned. You know what I mean? And if Alexis never talked to him again after he withheld and they had every opportunity in the boom boom room, I wouldn't blame her. I wouldn't blame her a bit because I don't believe in that. I don't like when women do it. Women do it 1,000 times more than men. But when men do it, it ain't right either. Okay? And that's being fair and balanced and unbiased. Show your woman some love, bruh. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, let me know what y'all think about this crazy season. Put it in the comments, everything I said. How y'all feel about it? I really would like to know. Hit the like, share, and subscribe. I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.